Welcome back to your review channel. So if you saw my quick short I made a day ago, I'm going to replace the flapper and actually the valve itself in my toilet. You can see here it's sticking, and then the flapper itself doesn't seal correctly. So I did get this kit here. This is the kit that has a whole kit with the valve and actually the flapper itself. So what you want to do is just a very simple task. You can do it yourself. You don't have to hire a plumber and pay probably charge you like $300 or $400 to do this. You can do it yourself for like 20 bucks. So follow along, pay attention, and it's pretty easy to do. So let's get to it. So first thing you want to do is order this kit, and I'll leave a link down below. So you can order this kit. It's a very simple universal kit. They're pretty much universal. It's either a 2-inch flapper or a 3-inch. This one here looks like a 2-inch to me. It should be okay. It should be enough to cover it should be enough universal. Otherwise, it should be big enough to fit in there. Snaps on. So what you want to do first is drain the water. So to drain the water, you have to flush the toilet. But before you do that, you have to make sure you shut off the valve. So all toilets have this valve here. So make sure you just shut that off, all the way off. Okay? And then under here is where you want to disconnect the line after you flush it. So let's make sure the water's off. Let's flush it, and then we're going to disconnect this line, and then there's a little connection right here. We're going to take that off right there. Usually a water pump or a pair of pliers should work. And let's flush it. And what I'll do is I'll keep it open, so I'll make sure it all drains. Make sure you get a full drain there. Let that all drain out, just like that. Easy enough. It's not filling up with water, so you know the water is off. And then we're just going to take everything apart. It's really super easy to do. It's not very complicated whatsoever. This was sticking, the valve, and these are easy to change, and that's what this is. And then we're going to put it all together. All right, so let's just take a pliers, and this one here you can probably even do with your hand. A lot of these are just hand tight. This one, as you can see, let me show you. It's coming right off. That's my hand. Just like that. And you might get a little bit of water, so just get a little paper towel and just pick that up. And then this little screw here, right here, hopefully you can see that. Use little pliers right there. So I'm going to take a pliers, I have water pump pliers. I'm going to take that off, and that whole valve will come right out. And that's that easy. We're going to pop the new one in, put in the flapper, and that's pretty much it. And then adjust it and so on. So, all right, so let me just get my pliers and do that. Okay, so I got my water pump pliers here. And let's open that up. And loosen that. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. That's easy enough. All right, let's see. I think I got that. This comes right out. You can see here. So you might get a little bit of water coming out here because this is going to start leaking. So just get some paper towels and just pick that up. Take that out, just like that. Okay, so before I pull that out, I got myself a little McDonald's cup here. But I pull it out, there'll be some water coming out. So let's just see that water. So get yourself a cup. You can see that would have been a pretty good spill. Let that drain. So definitely that's a pro tip. Get yourself a cup like this here, like a McDonald's. This is like a large cup, and that held quite a bit of water. So that would have been all over the floor. So just make sure you have that. Let's just dump that in the sink. Let's get rid of that. And that is done. All right. So you can see here, this is gonna come out. This little valve, this little connection. Pull that out like that, and this whole thing comes right out just like you see here. And this is the actual control valve, the valve that controls the water level going up and down. So that's pretty nasty. Change that. Put that in here for now. And here's the flapper with a chain on it. So we're going to disconnect that chain, and we're going to put the new flapper on. They connect right to the side here, these two sides. Hopefully you can see that. And we're going to put that in, and we're going to see how it sits. All right, let me get to doing that. When I put that back on, I'll come back and show you how it looks. Okay, so you can see here the new flapper just snaps on the sides here and just snaps right on it, just like perfect size. So that's the average, pretty much the standard is like, I would say the 2-inch. And you can see how it just closes right on there. It should be all set. You can just see that. It's easy. Then you would just adjust the chain for the pull. Okay, so that's how you have to do. You have to adjust the chain so it's tight, and then when you flush it, you can see what happens here. Right? All right, so we're gonna get this hooked up. We're gonna install. Here's a new valve. The valve's gonna sit right inside. It already has a gasket on right here. So we're gonna get that installed just like this. And make sure there's not an old gasket on there. Let's see. Nope, no old gasket. I'm just gonna pop this right on. Like that there, we're gonna tighten it underneath. Just like that, we're gonna adjust it. And it does come with a little screw in the bottom, so let's get that put on and let's get this set up, and they're going to finish up. Real super easy. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If I'm showing you how to do this, I hope you appreciate it. I want to teach you how to do these things so you can do them yourself and not pay a plumber $400 to put this in when you can do it for like 20 bucks. So if you find this some value, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. That helps me quite a bit. Also, anything I raise with my channel under the super thanks, anything I raise goes back in so I can keep buying products and then doing these videos to teach you how to do something to save you a boatload of money. All right, I'm gonna put this little connection on the bottom here. That should take care of that. Hook up the water line, get this all adjusted, and I'll show you in 1 second, and we'll finish up the video. Just zip it up there. We're gonna snug it down. Not too tight. Doesn't have to be too tight at all. Just honestly hand tight. Should be enough. There's not a lot of pressure on here, so that should hold. And then we're just gonna attach our water line. These are all universal. Again, hand tight, not crazy. You don't have to go crazy with this stuff. And that should be enough. And you have to snug it with little plies you can. All right, that takes care of that part. Water comes out of here, water tube will go into. Water comes out of here, water tube goes in here, adjust the chain, and the chain will go on the lift. And that's pretty much all you have to do. All right, we'll get that all installed and let's go. Things all installed here. I got this all set up. I didn't have to adjust the height on this, but if you have to adjust the height on this, you just twist it. You don't remove the locking ring. You just twist it up and down. That gives you the height difference for the whole valve. If it's too tall for the toilet, you just want to make sure it fits in the toilet correctly. So it has a height adjustment on this, so you can just twist it, okay? The water comes out the bottom, and this fills the toilet. So you put the fill valve here, this clip here. This stays inside the toilet. Just pop it right in here, and that fills the bowl itself, and then the valve itself underneath fills the actual tank. So that's how that kind of works back and forth. You can adjust the level here. It's a nice big knob on this. You can adjust the level of this, and you can also adjust the fill bowl level, the pressure going into this as well, which is really, really nice. So let's turn the water on real quick here. Let's see how it works. Okay, so you can see the bowl filling up the toilet right here. That's filling up the bowl, and underneath here is filling up the tank at the same time. So that's the process behind it. So it fills the bowl, fills the tank, and this is also the overflow, and approximately about a ½ inch below the line. I like it a little bit fuller, but everybody has their own desired size, whatever. And you can adjust the pressure on this more to fill the bowl faster or slower. So you can see here. So that goes up and down like that. So it'll have a little quiet. That's how you make it. So let's mix it a little quiet. This sits down inside the toilet like that with the lid's on. And that's perfect. And that's exactly how it's going to work. So everything looks good so far. It does have a small little drip over here. That's probably from the fill valve. I'm just going to push that in a little bit more, make it a little bit tighter. Okay, so everything looks really good. So again, you can adjust the height by twisting it up and down. So that's easy enough. This goes into the full valve. This is a little high. I'm going to adjust that so it's a little bit lower. And you have the height here. So plus and minus, it says here. So minus would be probably lower and plus would be more, I'd imagine. So let's just lower this. Let's see what happens with that. Just push that a little bit down. Let's see how much that fills up. Let's take a look at the gauge. All right, perfect. It's about a ½ inch below. That's perfect. It shuts off perfectly. It's filling the bowl, and that's it. Super easy to do. You can definitely do it yourself. And on the chain, just on that back note, when you put the chain on, it's going to have some extra slack. So just double loop the chain on the hook. Don't let the excess chain sit inside the flapper. It'll get caught inside the flow, and it'll stay open. So that's another pro tip for you. So the extra chain, either cut it off or I just double loop it. So the actual slack sits on the actual hook right here. And that's easy way to do it. Let's just flush it. Take a look at it. See how the chain sitting like that? And that chain was underneath it would actually get caught. This way it's free to flow. It's free to drop. Everything is filling perfectly. This is a good install. Again, easy to do. Definitely do it yourself. Again, from 0 to 10, maybe like a 3. So definitely save yourself a few $100. Don't call a plumber. Do it yourself. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it as always. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. As always, there will be a link down below for this product. It is an affiliate link. I do get a small commission if you do purchase that, and it does help me out quite a bit. I do appreciate that. And if you like the video, also, there is a super thanks and help support my channel. Everything I do raise, and all the money I raise with that super thanks goes back into my channel, and I buy new products to do new projects to help you save you money. Appreciate it as always, and I'll see you at the next video.